Hey y'all, I am going to work on my embroidery. Look at there. Got that much of it done. Dang it. Yeah, turn it. I'm going to make his apron red. Don't that thrill ya? I love embroidery, so it thrills me. Yep. Well, this is going to be a boring video. I thought I could think of all kinds of things to say. As soon as I start a video, I go blank. Shoot. Pick that up off there. See that shelf I had this sitting on? It's rickety. It's a little old plastic shelf. See, it's rickety. I got that from Temu a while back. Sitting here by my window. Got my mint plant. You see, we have a beautiful, beautiful day. Look at that beautiful blue sky. I don't see any chemtrails yet. Usually they're everywhere. Maybe they're going to give us a little break. I love that beautiful blue sky. I'll show you my embroidery boxes, what all I've got in my embroidery boxes. It's just 2 of them. I have more boxes of embroidery stuff. There's some beautiful pink. And I got white, black, and grays in here. There's some more white, black, and grays. So, these boxes are great for putting little stuff in, like needles. I put needles and stuff in there. I can put more of them in there. Let's see what I've got here. Well, never mind. I got my tray here full of embroidery stuff here. Look at there. It's kind of a mess, but got my pin cushion. Needles. And these are needle books. This is a needle book. You take your pieces of felt and sew them together for pages of a book, see, like that. And where's my other one? Here it is. See, you can you keep your needles in them, like that. But very, very handy. Very handy. Probably ought to just put it in this little box here. Yeah, put it right there in the box. And I have more. Got tapestry needles. These I use for cross stitch, and I've got these cross stitch kits that I ordered from Temu. They've got a lot of pretty embroidery. And this one, a hoop. Lots of these things. See these things? I made these. A lot of these I made. I just cut them out like here. These cardboard ones to wrap your thread on. I just cut them out. Save money. Just cut them out of food packages. Works just fine. And I cut these out from a white cardboard. I just traced around a store-bought spool thing and cut out a bunch of these like that. Why not? And see, you write on there, you write on the brand of the thread and then the color number. Pretty green there. I've got some pretty stuff here. Love it. I get excited. I can just look at embroidery supplies and I get excited. I just love it. One of my most favorite things is embroidery. And I've got a bunch of these things full of needles that I ordered from Temu. I have a lifetime supply of needles. Look at that. And I have more needles in my sewing boxes in yonder. So, not gonna run out of needles. Just gonna put those in there for now. Did I show you this? No, I didn't show you this one. Okay. Here's full of stuff. Oh boy. Put that in there. Here's my pretty yellows. And I have more yellows. Another box over there. More embroidery thread. And this is some old kit. It's old. I got this from a garage sale. This is a starter kit for young girls to learn to start doing this stuff. Starter kit. You put whatever you want, whatever design you want on there. Look at these pretty ones. Pretty colors. More of that kind of stuff. More hoops. I've got lots of embroidery hoops. Different sizes and whatnot. And this is a sweater, a Barbie doll sweater I started. This is one half of the front of it. I'm hand embroidering little snowflakes all over it. But I have them a winter jacket. See, I got this one done up a lot, and I started sewing it, hand sewing it together there. But I still have got to put some more snowflakes on this and then put it together, and it will be a beautiful jacket. And it's probably going to be too big for Barbie. It looks like it's going to be too big. Oh well. This is a pearl necklace that my brother got from somewhere and gave to me. It's fake pearls, but ain't they pretty? I love pearls. And it's got this cutter on there, the end of it where you can cut. I put this on here. It's got those cutters, you just pull your thread through and cut it. Let me get a piece of thread and I'll show you. Here's a little piece of thread. Now, I'm going to put this on here. Can you see it? And I'm going to hold this thread on here. Now watch, I'm going to cut it. See, I cut it. You just pull it through any one of these notches and they'll cut it. Pretty neat, huh? Beautiful. Soft sculpture needles. I don't know if I'll ever do that or not. It's like for making facial features and stuff for rag dolls. And there's some stuff down here at the bottom I need to pick up. There's a little bitty crochet flower I made a long time ago. Put that there. Come here. Stuff down there in the bottom. What's in here? Another one of these. All right, there's more needles. And tweezers, they come in handy sometimes for various things. And this, ain't that pretty? I have been carrying this in this embroidery box for years. It's so pretty. And I don't know what I'll ever eventually do with it, but it's so pretty. I've kept it all these years. And there's I'll show you something I did, you can believe it or not. Years ago, I built a cabin. I built it for my daughter to live in. And she did finally come and she lived in it a while. This is the cabin, the front of it. I did about I'm gonna say 90% of the work I did on this cabin all by myself. I did it with God's help. And how I got started on it, and see, that's me standing there. There's my daughter sitting out there in front of it. But how I got started doing that was my husband brought home some of those great big huge wooden crates that solar panels come in. And I put 2 of those together. He dumped them off out there, and I rolled and scooted those things, and got them together, lined them up together. Somehow I got them up on cinder blocks so they weren't sitting right on the ground. And when I needed to push them together real good, I didn't, my brother said to use a come along. Well, I don't know nothing about that. So I just used my husband's pickup truck and drove it over there and just kind of gently pushed them till they, closed the gap, got them together, and made them into one. So I'd have one cabin, and I cut out a doorway inside of it where there's a wall there where those were together. I cut out a doorway, see? So the cabin had 2 rooms that way. And where those walls were, of course, I encased all that so there's no gap. And on each side of the walls, I put built-in shelves. It was perfect for putting in built-in shelves. And then put in the windows. I studied library books on carpentry, and I looked on YouTube, and I learned how to install with windows. I put all the windows in myself, and it was exciting. And I did it. See those windows? I installed that myself and caulked them and everything. The long 2 windows there are plexiglass, so it wouldn't be as easy to get broke because they come down, down. And I wanted them to come down like that to let light into that cabin so it wouldn't be dark in there. Because those little windows there are small. All I could afford was little small windows. And, being a cabin, it didn't need no big ones anyway. And putting this porch on there, that was my idea too. It was as easy as it could be. Easy. I mean, physically hard work, but knowing how to do it and learning how was easy. And it was fun and exciting. That's one of the most funnest things I've ever done, exciting. And I'm just absolutely so happy and proud that I was able to do that. Just really happy and proud. And that's the dog I had, Lucy. That's when we lived out in the country outside of town. And this was inside an old abandoned house in Grand Falls, Texas. It's one of those old houses that they built themselves, custom made, and you can tell too, the kind of odd the way the rooms were in there, especially the kitchen. It didn't have a living room. It had 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, that small bathroom. Didn't have a living room. I don't know how they managed. I guess maybe they sat around in the front bedroom. They were fairly big bedrooms, for a small house. But see, here's a view of in there looking out. This was their kitchen counter with their sink in it. That was the only counter space they had. That little bitty kitchen. I guess they had their stove at one time in there and whatnot. There wasn't nothing like that. Wasn't a stove in there when we was in there. I guess it got took out. But, one of them homemade houses. And there's a view of the bedroom in there, one of the bedrooms. That's me and my Uncle Bill. He's one of the most interesting people to sit and visit with and listen to him talk. Interesting. He's one of the sweetest people you'd ever meet. Just kind-hearted. Very sensible, very wise, and very kind-hearted. And I miss him. You don't meet very many people these days that are as sweet and kind as Uncle Bill was. Well, I guess that's it. I just wanted to share my fun stuff with you. My embroidery. And of course, I will show you my work when I get it done. Yeah, I'm gonna get this red stuff done on Kitty Cat's apron. It's gonna be real cute. It's super old vintage pattern. Well, yeah, I'm sure y'all all watched fireworks last night. I watched them for a little while, not real long out there. Yeah. Well, come on through there. This fabric here is thick. I want to use a good quality fabric. It's kind of thick. Not as easy to embroider with. It's going to be pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I still need to sort through more stuff for the garage sale, and I just feel so overwhelmed. I need to just keep at it, and I have to take breaks from it. I just get too overwhelmed. And I don't have enough boxes. I need more boxes. So we'll see. I've been using that beef tallow and what do you call that? Coconut oil on my skin, and that other stuff. Tallow with a bee venom in it, and all this stuff is supposed to work miracles on your skin and all that. It's not doing anything. If anything, I look older now than I did even a few weeks ago. It's not doing much good. I can't tell if it's doing any good at all. What does any of y'all think? Has any of y'all tried it and had any results in it? Of course, the people that are sponsoring and helping to sell those products, they're going to say, "Oh, look at me now! Oh." And those people, most of those people that do that, they're already young to start with. They ain't got no wrinkles, and their skin ain't sagging. Shit. And And then, they got those filters. You use them filters to make your face look young and all that, too. So, well, I'm sure that the tallow and all that is good for your skin. It's better than them man-made junk, unhealthy stuff, but, and they do moisturize real good. But you're still going to age. I don't think it's going to make any difference at all. Especially with those of us that didn't know all this and are already old, wrinkled. Damage has already been done. Uh, uh, it sucks getting old. I don't like it at all. Not at all. And there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing at all. It's hot. 64 years old and I still have hot flashes. Day and night. Day and night. Sweat like a pig. It just feels like a damn furnace. It's just a boiling and a broiling inside of me, just burning me up. That's what a hot flash feels like. Like a furnace, a fiery furnace burning right inside of you. Getting the red put on, it always takes longer than you think it should. I mean, you think it would. I'll be able to whip that out pretty quick. No, it's going to take time. The neat thing about embroidery is you can change things on it however you like. See that clock? That's not part of the pattern. I just put that on there. I traced around a bottle cap to get the circle and then just winged it. And that's what it needed. It needed that clock. Little ties on his apron. I'm assuming this is a male cat. He's a chef. This is a male professional chef. Can y'all hear the birds in there? Parakeets. Well, I guess I'll let y'all go for now, and I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a beautiful day.